turn it up the setting.
What's up, guys? Back at it again. House of King Studios presents IZZY-DUZ-IT podcast. Today we're gonna get a little professional with it. We're gonna, step our game up. We got some real deal clientele in with us, so we gotta come correct. We gotta come proper. You see the new dig, got the nice little pool tables. Everything's looking real nice, and everybody knows me. I'm Izzy E. You can catch me at House of King Studios, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, blase. Y'all heard it all. I just got to say it again so you hear it again. Right next to me, I got my Uncle Jamie, and I got his friend Dadley. I'm gonna let you guys introduce yourself. Everyone got a story to tell, so I'm gonna let you take it off first.
No, hey, appreciate it. First of all, thanks for having us on.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Appreciate the opportunity.
No
it's
problem.
glad that I'm glad that I'm finally
Yeah,
here with
man,
you.
you finally
I see
here.
you doing big things. So
Got to improve day by day.
Well, I'm Unc, Jamie Smith, firefighting realtor, and I'm just happy to be here. So we got some more information for you as far as the business goes. We'll get to that a little later.
All right.
Hey, it's IZZY-DUZ-IT, the kid, all the way from Fort Lauderdale. I don't know if anybody heard it, but, these two kids, Uncle and Unc, and, it's kind of cool. They both, y'all look good, though. You know what I mean? It's an honor to be here.
Oh, it's an honor to have you here, man. I'm real happy and real blessed that you actually here, man. It's a real miracle. And, he's from Minnesota, he's from Florida, and you guys will never believe how they cross paths. I couldn't stop talking about it when it happened. You heard, if you know me, and I was talking about what my uncle did in Florida, these are the two men right here. So I'm going to basically let them tell the story of what happened. Because I wasn't there. Y'all was. So y'all got to tell me what actually happened.
So you want me to kick it off?
Just kick it off.
I'll kick it off. Okay, so
I almost died.
You buried the lead, man. You buried the lead. All right, so I'm down in Florida vacationing, Fort Lauderdale area, and with my lady, and our flight gets postponed. So we have a free day, and on the free day, we're contemplating what to do. We're in South Florida. It's nice, sun shining. We're on the water. So we're like, hey, let's go kayaking. And so we load up the cooler, jump in the kayak. We're kayaking through the intercoastal waterways, checking out the
views,
checking out the
nice
views.
scenes.
Oh yeah, I mean,
enjoying your last day, just straight relax.
Millionaires,
no business.
Millionaire, well, always business, right?
You ain't wrong. That's one thing you always business. Always business.
That's what I always tell you. Always business.
You're right about that.
So we're looking at the houses, and I mean, there's these $1 million houses, but then these multi-million-dollar yachts in front of them.
Okay.
And so we're just paddling, and it's a quiet day. Really nobody out, nobody around. It's like a Wednesday afternoon. And all of a sudden, we're starting to come back, and we notice the kayak's getting a little tippy, right? We're like, this thing's taking on some water.
Yeah.
So on our way back, we said, okay, there's a sandbar that we're going to come up on. We've been to the sandbar before. Let's stop there, see if we can get some of this water out, because we're sinking.
Yeah.
The kayak's going down. It's going down.
Straight Titanic style.
Right. It's going down. And we're in the water. We're in the intercoastal waterways. We're in the water.
You out.
Right.
You ain't on the beach.
Right.
You out there a little bit.
We're out there.
Yeah.
We're out there. So we stop and we pull up to the sandbar, and it's high tide, right?
Okay.
So the water's up to here. We'd been there before, and the water is at your knees.
At
your knees. So we get out, and there's one boat there. That's usually there's a bunch of boats there, right? There's one boat there at this time. We get off. People on that party was gracious enough to come out. They helped us get off, helped me flip the kayak over, try to get some of the water out. So
Southern hospitality.
Southern hospitality. That's exactly what it was. Exactly what it was. Everybody was real friendly, real helpful. So after we had took care of that business, they invited us over to their little boat and had a drink. We were just kind of exchanging pleasantries and meeting everybody, and where you from, what you doing, and all this type of thing.
Yeah.
Just socializing.
Exactly. Being a peak person.
Exactly.
Just being yourself. Peak person.
Exactly. Yeah. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting there, and we weren't there more than if it was 10 minutes, it was too long.
Okay.
All of a sudden, I look out, kind of off in the distance, about 30 yards out.
Yeah.
And I see somebody doing this, going up and down in the water.
Man.
And now, granted, these folks out there hadn't met yet. They hadn't spoke to them.
Yeah.
Hadn't met. They didn't. They haven't. They hadn't been in yet. They were out there
They were
doing their
making
own
their
thing.
way to the bar type stuff.
Excuse me. So I go to somebody and that was in their party that said, "Are they with you? Do you know them?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Can he swim?" And they were like, "No, I don't think so." Right. So all this is taking place. So at this point, everybody attention had gone out
Yeah.
that direction and seen what was happening.
Yeah, it's no more fun. It's like, oh,
Oh, it's really
He's you could
you
the
can see
international
him.
sign for
Yeah,
drowning.
I'm
He's drowning.
drowning. Help me out.
And so he was out there with his lady, and all of a sudden, she starts to swim back, and she starts screaming for help, like serious help, like bloody murder, like hell, like it's going down, help,
Yeah.
right? She's coming back. She's crying, hyperventilating. She's in clear distress.
Yeah.
So what happened is my lady went out and met her with a life jacket kind of halfway. Gave her a life jacket, pulled her in. I took my my glasses off, took my hat off, and my beverage, and handed it to a young lady that was asked her if she
Switched
would handle it.
modes.
And grabbed a life jacket off of the kayak. I'm putting the life jacket on as I'm walking out. As soon as I got it on, boom, started hitting it. I'm sprinting out. I'm sprinting out too, right? So there was another there was another gentleman who was in their party that swam out before
you?
he went out there, but he didn't have a life jacket on
That's
either.
the one thing. If you're gonna save someone drowning, you gotta have the life, because the first thing they do is grab you and take
Exactly.
you right under.
He didn't have a life jacket either, and it's a good little swim. I
Yeah.
mean, 30 yards.
That's a lot.
When you're sprinting and you don't really swim like
probably
that.
like two, 3 pools, maybe.
I would say probably at least 2 of mine, maybe probably 3 of mine.
Yeah.
But you're not in a pool.
Yeah, you're getting hit by the
Current,
waves,
the ocean.
the current.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
so many other variables
It's a
you gotta
different.
think about.
If you've never swam in the ocean is not like if you swim in a pool and
It's
think,
not a
"Oh, I
pool.
can swim." You get in the ocean, you got
It's not a lake.
Yeah.
It's not a lake either.
right. It's
Yeah.
kind of like boxers, right? They say everybody's got a plan till you
Till
get
you
punched
get
in the face.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like everybody think they can swim till them waves start doing this, and you
Going
get
over you.
you know what I mean? You get that in
You
your
don't
mouth.
control that, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the other gentleman got there first. There's 2 guys out there now in water where they cannot touch in the current, and neither of them have a life jacket on. So I get out there. I tell the other gentleman who was there, I said, "Hey, I got it. Go ahead and catch your breath," because I could tell he was out of breath. I was out of breath.
Yeah.
I was out of breath. I grabbed Dadley, right? And before I grabbed him, I got about this close to him. I said, "Don't grab onto me. Just let me do all the work."
By the way,
Right.
didn't hear none of that.
You didn't hear none of that?
None.
Oh yeah, he was. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah.
All I know is like, yo, you touching me?
Oh, finally.
And that's exactly
That's
what
what
he did.
happened. I ain't
Oh,
heard none of what.
finally.
I
See
didn't
a
hit
person?
anybody. I just know
Oh.
I looked.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did.
And he
As soon as I got there, he went limp. He didn't kick. He didn't paddle.
He was like,
He didn't do nothing. He was just coughing. He was coughing though.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He was coughing.
The
And so
water
I just
out.
told him as soon as I grabbed him, I said, "I'm gonna do all the work. You just focus on breathing and catching your breath."
Yeah.
'Cause he was, coughing and
Yeah.
spitting up water and all
A
that.
lot of you don't know he's a experienced firefighter, so
The name of the business.
some people don't keep calm, and you see how he's explaining it to me, and I can believe you see how he's talking to me. That's how it's a little more urgency because you're saving somebody's life. Of course, you kind of add a little higher tone, a little more breathing heavy, but you got to keep calm, man.
Nah, I'm gonna be
You gotta-
real.
you gotta-
Yeah. His voice is the same as it was on the water.
Yeah. Okay.
When he came and grabbed me, he's like, all right, man.
I got you,
Do
man.
it, man.
Breathe,
Like,
man.
I looked at him
Breathe,
like,
man.
all right, dude, you look like you know what you're doing. Let's go.
Let's
That's
go.
what I was like
Like, you
no,
can
'cause it
tell.
wasn't like,
Let's go. Say
Now.
come on.
was there a voice in the background? Like,
Yes.
there was a voice in the
Yes,
background.
there
but
was.
that let me know, okay, something's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that voice to this day, if I don't hear that voice in the background,
Something wrong.
something wrong.
That voice.
That
it
voice
might
needs
be
to be there.
That's your
I
saving
need that.
grace.
She's
Oh
on.
yeah, I'm
Alright.
comfortable with that noise. I love that noise. That's
Right.
what I like. to
Ever
hear.
since.
That's what I love. Come here.
Because that voice is what
You say
let him know,
Yeah.
she gonna be there.
Mhm.
Look, she could be. When I heard the little Prince Minnesotian voice,
Hi.
See, there they go.
oh,
There they
he
go.
went with the normal voice, and
There
I'm
they go.
like, I looked at him, and what's funny is he looks like my mentor.
Okay.
My mentor's name is Chris Smith. Here comes this light-skinned dude, Jamie Smith. Same light-skinned dude. Two light-skinned dudes. His eyes is just greener.
Wow.
And I'm like, I looked, I'm like, dude, you're here. Chris, you're here. You look younger though. you
look better, man. The ocean
yeah,
you.
Chris got a bigger belly. So I'm like, you fit. I swear to you, I was like, yo,
yeah.
I was on a trip. I know I was.
Yeah,
like,
man, that's that near death.
Chris.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw Mackenzie. I'm like, all right, that's Mackenzie.
Yeah.
I know him. There ain't nobody black like him.
Yeah.
Black and gray beard.
Just black.
Yeah.
Some people. Hey, y'all in Florida.
Black and
y'all
gray
black.
beard.
Y'all.
It was this guy.
We white up here. Yeah. You know, you can call us.
No,
we'll call y'all black. Y'all black.
We black.
Right.
Yeah.
So having him come out there, man, and I'm gonna be real. The moment he saved me, I felt safe. I was back in the water again. They had to tie me on a rope.
Mm-hmm. Bring you to shore type stuff.
Just we were still out in the water.
Yeah.
After he saved my life,
mm-hmm.
and it was not because I was an idiot. I was like, no, I got a firefighter with me.
Yeah.
I won't die today.
Yeah, he saved me. We're good. Tie the rope around me and I'm good. Just pull me back
I
in.
swear to you, that's how I felt. And I was like, yo, however anybody else felt, I just felt like I was jumping up and down. I know it went crazy.
Yeah.
Whatever they saw. It was meant for me to see. You know what I'm saying? But this man, once he saved, I was like, yo, I'm safe. Whatever y'all afraid of, this dude could jump in there. And I know the swimmer's going to jump in there. She's there. He's there. We good.
Yeah.
You know, and then look what you got. Yo, I came to the snow, first time in snow, and you guys are troopers.
Yeah, man, it's cold. My toes right now cold, bro.
Nah, y'all, I respect.
It's hard to live up here, man.
Nah, man. If it's hard, I respect. That's what I'm saying. I respect
Yeah.
you, man. It's easy. You know, rain. I mean, yeah, the floods and shit is fucked
Hey,
up. But no,
hurricanes. There's a whole reason I'm not in Florida right now.
and it's funny to hear that. It's the first time, but I respect
I
hearing
will
it.
do with cold. Don't hit me with no water, please. I seen too many tsunami movies.
Yeah, the last one that happened with the chick.
I'm good, bro. And then y'all just be staying there. Oh, it's hurricane season. There's a Category 5 hurricane. It's on the way. It's on the way. Everybody, please go to Texas. And y'all outside. Y'all outside. Look. I'm grilling. Look at all the people.
You're part of the culture,
scary.
man.
They scary. You know, we homegrown. I ain't
We all
going
the
nowhere.
same. I like this.
And then you hear the story. You hear the stories about the old 96-year-old grandma say, "I've lived through 87 hurricanes. If this one takes me, baby, I'm old enough. Just let it go. Just let
Hurricane
it go."
Andrew didn't hurt me. I don't see none of them.
Not bad.
See, there they go.
It's
So-
Hurricane Andrew.
So up here, all right. So here, I'm gonna give you some game. Up here, what you hear about a lot is the summer, or no, Halloween of 1991. That's, all the older people, y'all ain't old, but y'all older than me, so I'm gonna call y'all older. All right. So all the older people, the people who lived and was alive during that time, they will tell they're blue in the face. That's the worst snowstorm, the worst winter,
91?
the worst bullshit they had to deal with was Halloween of 91. I guess I wasn't alive. They say snow was up to here. They say snow was up to here and it was cold and everything was shut the hell down, but they were still trick-or-treating.
What was it? How much snow did we get? Look it
My
up.
birthday party had to be canceled because of the snow.
Look it up. See if we can.
See? Everybody
Can we get the
remembers.
producers to look it up? But I'm gonna tell you
How much
That
time
was
we
their
got
Halloween?
Halloween of
It was-
1991.
Hurricane Andrew happened after that.
it was
92.
92.
Okay.
Okay.
See, that's it.
So
happened.
So that's y'all story. Up here,
Hurricane
y'all-
Andrew was out.
Hurricane Andrew was crazy.
He came through and
He
said,
came through
F
and
that.
fuck you.
Yeah.
I hate
Right.
this
I
place.
got
Okay.
37 inches of snow.
37.
37 inches.
That's over 3 feet. That's
That's
over
a
3
midget.
feet. That's over 3 feet of snow. Look, in one
one
day.
It wasn't like a week. It wasn't like this happened in 1 week or maybe 3 days. This was like
Nothing to 3 feet of snow.
in the middle of trick or treating.
And they was trick-or-treating anyway.
Kids were still trick or treating.
I was 10
You
years
think
old.
them kids is
Oh, you
gonna-
was getting in it.
10 years
You
old.
think
I've been
those kids is not gonna go trick? Mom,
Right.
put you ever seen Christmas Story?
No.
Oh, y'all gotta watch Christmas Story. It's a classic,
Yeah, probably
Christmas
have, but I just
story.
need to know
It's
what
where
it
the
is.
little kid gets his tongue stuck on the pole. Y'all probably seen
Alright.
it. Y'all gotta look it up. Christmas Story. It's one of them. It's one of them classic like
I'm
brick
gonna
wall
look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
vacation s
Yeah.
movies, but the kid
Like a Home
snow
Alone
flew.
type shit.
Yeah, he was just wobbling. He couldn't put his arms down. He couldn't get up. He was just snowy.
Right.
Snowed in.
Trick or treating in a snowsuit.
Mhm.
That's what.
Talking about trick or treat. You know how mad I was if it's blizzarding outside and the kid comes up to my door talking about trick or treat. It's cold. Go home. Where's your mom?
No, man, be messed up.
That's funny though,
Man,
man.
but
That's,
the meet and connect.
that's a crazy
With
story.
Jamie
man.
on that level, man, is like, and now we're doing
Now you're here.
content.
Now you-
We're creating content with each other.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
the dude picked me up out there. He said, "No, dude, you're gonna be doing my content. Man.
I need
Right.
you.
Dude,
Right.
That's
what
what's
you
up,
doing
though.
down,
That's
man?
crazy. What type of content y'all putting out together? Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah. So appreciate you asking. So
Yeah, no problem.
as you know, I'm a firefighter,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm also a real estate broker.
Okay.
Okay. So what I decided to do is, instead of having those two initiatives and those two worlds separate, let's go ahead and merge them together, right?
Mm.
And I'm rebranding. I'm launching a
Okay.
rebranded initiative as Jamie Smith,
Yeah.
firefighting realtor.
Oh, okay.
And-
Say that one more time for the people who didn't hear it
Right.
in the back. What was that?
Jamie Smith, firefighting realtor.
Oh.
And
okay.
and so what we're doing is we're taking that branding and I'm launching a program. It's a marketing it's a marketing program.
Yeah.
And we're marketing to first responders.
Yeah.
So if you are here's a commercial. Are you a policeman, a fireman, a military vet? Do you work in a hospital? Are you an educator? If you are, let me work for you. Let my service serve you. So what we're doing is if you're in any of those fields, you come to me to help you establish and accomplish your real estate goals. I'm going to give you an incentive or a rebate of my commission back, just as a thank you for what you do.
People love money.
They love that.
Oh,
That's
so
what
you
we-
so if you come and you're like you said, if you first responder, firefighter, you know, policeman, you work at did you say schools?
yeah,
You
education.
work
Yo,
at
that one
nurse.
hit me.
Yeah,
schools,
because
the
they're
schools.
first, you know, they're
That's a
they're
first
frontline
responder.
workers too.
Yeah. Oh,
you
yeah,
know, the
yeah.
big frontline workers. So if you come to
You
him,
gotta love the teachers.
I like
gotta love
that.
it. They
Gotta love the teachers.
they help in the future.
Yeah.
They build in the future. But if you
Absolutely.
come to him and you accomplish your realtor, you know, your goals and whatever you want to do in the realtor, you gonna give them some of your money.
I'm gonna reach in my
Yeah.
pocket and I'm gonna give you some of
deep.
my commission, some of my money back,
That's
just
deep.
as a thank you, because I know what it
Yeah.
takes. I know what it takes to work these jobs. It's
Mhm.
not a job; it's a lifestyle. It's a way of life. You know,
Yeah.
we give up a lot to make the world a better place.
Mhm.
It sounds cliche, but it really is.
It's
We're
true.
we're public servants, and so I just want to recognize my fellow public servants.
That's what's up. That's dope. That's dope. That's one thing I love to see, you know, give back, whether it's in, you know, your community or a community down in Florida or a community down in California. Just give back to the community. That's really dope to see. That's one initiative. Me personally, I've been trying to push a little bit more, you know, give back to your community. You know,
Absolutely.
it don't take much just to
Absolutely.
give back to the community, just a little bit of time and thought.
You know, if you know, business and making money is one thing, but money come, money go. And if
Yeah.
all you're doing is chasing money, it becomes empty. But if you can find a way to give back
Yeah.
to those who do positive things and do positive things with it, that's when it becomes meaningful. And that's what my man Dadley's here doing. He's helping me.
And that's the connection.
Yeah.
You know, I would have when he told me about the idea. You know, I'm gonna be real. What I love is when someone come with some shit I never heard.
Yeah, that sparked that.
It's like,
Oh,
what the fuck? You the only one that thought of that?
hold on, say that again. Say
What the?
that makes sense.
Let
Oh,
me-
write that
I
down.
want-
Write that down real quick. Write
Yeah,
that down.
that part.
Hi, I'm Israel. Nice to meet you. Take
Yeah.
my number down. Great idea.
He
bud.
came with some like realtors for heroes, and what's funny is the COVID-19 thing. All I like, the universe been speaking to me like, "Oh, heroes this, heroes that," you know,
Frontline
frontline
workers, you know.
workers. I'm like, yeah, I'm just moving, you know what I mean? Yeah, they're in the front, you know, shit. You can't call that in the front. I'm over here doing videos with the
Yeah.
They say
Yeah,
that
you
about
take
no
you,
video.
you yeah you
know,
give
I'm
them
just-
that's the real public view. That's
I'm
the
just,
real
you know, I'm
public
like,
view.
man, this dude come and saved my life, and then out of nowhere, the dude's been a realtor for like 18 years.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
he
I'm like,
has.
so you a frontline hero?
Thank you. I now understand the commercials.
Oh,
It makes so much
so
sense.
that's what you are. What else you got? This man says he's doing the whole thing. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna give some people my money. Yo, what?
Hold on, really? You want to do that?
You want to give people your money
You don't hear that often.
to buy a house?
Yep.
You want me to film that?
Yeah.
Of course, black man.
So what aspects when it comes to, you know, helping out Unc here? What things
My
did
brand,
you help him with?
my whole company is Natif Logistics, and the
Okay.
name Natif is French off of native, and
Alright.
native represents to me the indigenous mindset. And indigenous mindset doesn't mean you have to live in a tree or whatever. He has an indigenous mindset. He said he's gonna give people his money to do this, whatever. However, you know, he's about to work it out. It's gonna
Mhm.
work
Yeah.
because I'm here from Fort Lauderdale
Yeah.
in the snow.
All the way up.
That's a big
You're
commitment.
all the way up.
So
Most people are like, I'm gonna come up there sometime.
he had
See you
something big.
once.
Yeah, he had something big, and I like you know, Facebook came out. I was one of those dudes that watched Facebook, like Facebook. Who the hell is gonna make money off a bunch
Yeah.
of kids? Okay, the
They
guys
do.
is tweeting something. I watched it, so I didn't know what he was doing, but if you know, and he believes in it.
Sometimes you need someone with the vision, you know.
That's what you
If-
need.
if,
Yeah.
if you see, all right, this person A got this vision that I can help with, and I see that vision, and I know what I can bring to that vision, and how much the vision can get brighter. Let me go link up. Let me go network. You know, that's the one thing I'm trying to bring to Minnesota is the feast mentality.
Yeah.
We can all feast together.
Yes, sir.
Me, you, him, we can feast together. It's not a famine mentality.
Mm.
If he just because he getting the bag, it doesn't mean I can't get a
Look
bag.
how
I don't
you
have
did
to
it
get
here. You
his
did it with a
same bag,
podcast.
but he can help me get a
Yeah.
whole nother bag, and it's
We
all
all
about
win.
working together.
We
man.
all win.
You know what I mean? We all gonna win. You know, one of the philosophies that I've learned, because I've been in business for a while, like you mentioned, I've been a realtor since 2004, right? So I've been in the business.
He
for a
got
He's
while.
been a
Experience.
realtor so long that he's literally tried to get every adult in the family into the
Oh, I'm
same
trying to
thing.
say, dog. Like he got
You
the,
see what I'm doing? This how you get it. Come on, either you gonna go or you're not gonna go.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm gonna show you how to get it, but I'm still gonna go. And he's been grinding. You know, there's a reason why you see them nice fancy Fomatics out in the ride. You know, there's a reason why his son driving around in one too. You know, it's a family
best of
tree
nothing.
thing.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
it's the best.
That's
of
the work.
nothing.
That's the hard work and
That's-
consistency.
And it's not just like a quick, y'all, let's just get this money thing. Nah, y'all setting up like real life
Legacy.
legacy, like, you know, kids is gonna eat off of something you did before you passed away. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make it so I set my whole bloodline up. Like,
It's family.
yeah, it's
the
gotta
family.
be.
You know, it's one of the things that I've learned, and that I live my life by is, it is lonely at the top, right? And what I mean by that is it's not that you have to surround yourself with people just to surround yourself with people. However, my definition of success is being able to bring people with you,
Yeah, man.
right?
Yeah.
Because I can get I can
Get
make,
your own.
Yeah,
I
you
can
gonna
get
get
you.
it. You gonna get it.
I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna
Yeah,
eat.
I'm eating.
You can put me wherever. I'm gonna eat.
Do
Yeah,
what you got.
but
to do.
That's that
to
hustle
me-
mentality.
To me, what I've found out what's more fulfilling is being able to share that and bring others with you. Now
Yeah.
that's a boss.
Yeah,
That's the
That's a
definition of
boss.
success. You know what
No,
I mean?
I that's a leader. Like, that's a leader, a boss. Like, in my head, this is how I've always looked at the boss, the leader thing. A boss is someone, you know, do this, do that, do this. That's how you get done. Get back to me. But like what you just said is, I'm out there with you.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't just the only one pulling this goddamn boat.
I'ma
I'm
pull
out
it
here
with
with you.
Right.
Let's
And
go.
that-
This
hey,
is how you pull
yes.
it. This is how you do it. Bend your knees. Don't lift
Yeah.
with your damn back. And let's go.
Let's
and
do it.
Just do it just like me. And that's one thing I can definitely say.
Nah,
He's
true.
always been like,
True.
look, this is the lane. You step in it or you don't. But
Yeah.
this is the lane.
This is how you
That's
do it.
all I can.
Facts.
Hey,
I
make a horse
shovel
drink.
snow with him. Man.
can't make a horse drink the
So,
water. You can only lead it to.
Yeah, I had to learn something from you. You're right. And it doesn't change. You're
It
right.
doesn't.
Hey.
It doesn't at all.
I got no choice but to always be a real nigga. You know?
That's what
And
it's
that's
gonna
what it
be.
is.
I learned
Born
the
and
game from
raised.
Car 9. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I can
Can't
never
wait,
get
man.
stuck.
That's gonna be. I
Never
can't
get
wait
stuck.
till he, man. I told you know, pops, we gonna make it, man. We gonna make sure you get out in that new van.
Oh yeah.
We gonna
yeah.
make sure.
Everything,
We already got
everything,
things working, baby.
Yeah.
everything
you know
is
that.
there.
Cool,
Everything
man.
is there, man. And as long as we and what I've learned on this trip, coming to Minnesota, I'm gonna say it to my Lauderdale dudes. And I'm pretty sure a lot of dudes, you know, Exit 36, what's up? Hollywood, Fort Lauderdale. Yo, we gotta come check out our brothers in every other hood.
Yeah.
They need us, we need them. And I think me sitting next to the brothers here, I know I'm gonna get shit. I seen some new people following me. Okay, so we need to connect to our Minnesota. We need brothers in Milwaukee, brothers in all these other little snowy states. Other than New York.
Why we
So,
gotta
I
be
don't
that?
like the New
Why we
York?
gotta be that? Why we gotta be?
It's snowy here. I
Cause
see
this niggas
snow.
got
I like
alligators.
snow.
We
Yeah,
snowy niggas
gators
got
and
alligators.
swamp.
I'd rather have
Hey, you
snow.
know what? Hey, you know what?
Snow ain't gonna bite your
Hey.
leg off.
Hey, you know what?
It won't bite your leg off?
Snow. I
Snow?
can
Yeah,
get
well.
will. Bite.
That
You
frostbite.
ain't
It
wrong.
almost took her hand off the other
Ain't
day.
wrong. Just
Yeah.
take
That frostbite.
take your ass inside, okay?
But you know what? I know you know what you learned, right? We up here, right? We in the north, right? And people think the north, the south. You know what I mean?
You
But
know
you
where I'm
what?
going with it.
Hey, it's cold up here.
It's
a cold
cold.
world. You
It's
gotta
cold.
bundle up,
Hey,
man.
gotta be able
You
to-
Hey,
gotta
what's his
bundle
name?
up.
J.
It's
Cole's. J. Cole's. It's a cold, cold world.
Yeah.
It's a cold world.
It's
Up
cold.
here?
Bundle up.
Minnesota cold for a reason. It's cold.
If
You
them
gotta bundle
brothers
up.
is surviving up here, I don't care what y'all doing out there in the heat, man. These brothers, man.
Yeah, man.
I respect
It's
y'all
hard-
boys, man.
It's you know it's
It's
hard
cold
to deal
out
with
here,
the, it's
for
hard to
real.
deal with the heat, but that cold a different animal.
It's
you
a
know,
different animal,
sometimes you walk out the door and it's like
Bruh, I got a BB gun in my hand. I'm acting crazy out here. So let me know who's living out here.
I see that.
I got a BB gun. I'm like, yo.
I thought this nigga looked like the Action Jackson. out
Right,
there.
looking like a
Oh,
SWAT team.
So
clearing the room.
nah,
Clear.
y'all real. I won't just walk up on
We
anybody.
asked you
out
to
here. I
sweep
ain't
the
gonna
room,
lie to
not
you.
sweep the room.
I will walk up on anybody in for a lot, but out here, the guy might have a coat looking crazy, and you go, we be like, got a sawed off on him, man.
never
It's
know.
not really.
That's the truth. I can
it's-
introduce you to a couple people.
I know.
That's
So
the-
everywhere
you
is
gotta watch
different,
out for them
man.
big coats.
Show
Yeah, I
love,
know.
and I love you for having me out here,
Yeah,
man.
no problem.
This-
Anytime,
this-
man.
you have a love in you, bro, and if you keep
Yeah.
whatever you doing, man, just keep doing it.
I just want to see the world.
And I think
I
it's
want to
really-
see the
yeah.
world, and I
Yeah.
feel like, you know, growing up with my family, everybody hit some sort of success.
Yeah.
It might have been a different success. Like
Some type.
we got people in my family that ain't got the success he got, but
Not
at
yet.
the end of the day, they like street legends, they hood legends.
They
Like
do- no, that's what you-
they
yeah.
successful in their own lane. It might be different, and I'm trying to see them all.
Go
you
past,
know?
yeah.
You know, see them all.
You the platform.
Yeah, I'm trying to see them all. I want to see the bad and the good.
Yeah.
Because if you don't see the bad, how you know what to look for in the future?
As above,
How
so
you
below.
know, like, all right, I can see you can get that money, you can get that fame, you can get those cars, you can get those girls, but you also gonna get that consequence,
Yeah.
that time, them worries.
They need
them
you
ops.
the voice. You
It's
the voice.
like,
You the voice
mm,
box. You the voice box.
I'd rather be over here doing
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
I'd rather be talking to people like you know, enjoying myself.
Me too.
Trying
I'm
to
enjoying this.
Trying to see the beach or two. You
Yeah,
know, that's
man.
what I'm trying to come
Same.
do this in Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah,
That's
come
what
on,
I'm
hey,
trying to do.
I hope you come down, man.
Trying to,
It's summer
trying to.
all year long.
Oh, you're right.
I know.
So you just
I
whatever
know.
you choose.
I'm trying to real talk. I'm trying to go out there and scrub on the boat. I'm trying to
Easy.
deckhand. You
It
need
might
deckhand?
rain, but we
You
still
need
going
deckhand?
out there if it
I
rains,
know.
right?
Rain or shine?
Rain or shine in Florida, bro.
I used to be at the bus stop when it was cold, bro. I can be
Okay,
outside
oh,
when it's
in
raining.
the rain.
I can be outside when it's
What?
raining.
It's
I'm
a-
just getting the water.
It's a unified shower.
You got any soap back there? You
Ah.
got a towel? Like, you be all right. It's rain. You be cool. You ain't gonna melt. You ain't a witch. You be
Nah,
all
it
right.
is what it
Right.
is, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Before you get out of here, you know, before we get too far in the episode, I'm gonna give a shout out to my sponsor, Poddex. You can get them on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube at Poddex, PODDECK. You can also go to poddex.com and you can purchase. They got many things. You can see what I have here. They got decks of cards. They have pamphlets, papers. You can get on a mobile app, and if you use the code HOK 2021, you get 10% off your first purchase. I like saving money. I don't know about y'all, so you might as well use the code HOK 2021.
Okay.
Bingo. You can't forget that. HOK 2021.
Can you
Easy,
tell me again
simple.
what they have? What is it?
So it's a pod deck. You know, everybody's played Cards Against Humanity
Yeah.
type thing. It's kind of like that. So what it is they got icebreakers. So that's like a question. If you want to break the ice, you know, maybe you're not as personable as
I could use
some
those.
people.
I could use those in my my business meetings.
Yeah.
Just we're
Perfect.
doing a Zoom meeting.
Mhm.
Yep.
Just to kick
Yep.
it off.
Kick it off.
Yep.
Hey,
Yep.
Some of those, yeah.
you know,
Projects, baby.
you got questions from,
Hotdays.com.
they range from, you know, business, professional, all the way to, if you can have any artist play at your funeral, who would it be? You know, it's a
Yeah.
big span. You know, it's not just simple.
Rick James.
I ain't mad at it.
Rick
Fire and
James.
Desire.
Rick James.
I'm gonna be in the back crying.
Right.
I'm gonna be in the back crying, singing my
As
ass
he
off.
said Rick James, I go with like Eddie Murphy, party.
Party all the time. My girl. Party all the time. Party all the time.
Because he did that.
You ever
He
heard
was
his reggae
serious
stuff?
about
You ever
that.
heard his reggae stuff?
No.
He got
All right,
reggae?
we gonna-
I've
we gonna-
never
don't worry
heard
about it.
that.
I'm gonna show y'all later.
Oh shit, I
I'm
need
gonna
to
show
hear
y'all
that. I've
later.
never
But yeah,
heard the
these
name
are-
of reggae, bro.
These are real nice. These are real
That's
nice,
what's
and
up.
they're real personable, and
I'm gonna look into that.
yeah, they keep dead space. You know,
Yeah.
dead time. So
Right.
none of that, and they're nice, open-ended questions.
Yep.
It's not just an easy yes, no. Tuesday, Wednesday. It's
Right.
you're gonna get a nice
Like a little
conversation out of it. Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so let's get into.
Okay.
I got a couple of these questions for you.
Okay.
Let me
Shoot.
see. Here's a good one. What technology do you guys wish you invented? You can take any of them.
Like
Whether it's
what's
the
here?
car,
It is the
whether
car.
it's
It is the car.
lights,
I wish I
or if
came
it
up.
was
I wish I came up with Tesla.
Tesla.
Okay.
Nothing
No,
else.
that's
The
not bad.
Tesla Corporation,
Okay,
the
that's
way
the
Elon Musk
Yeah,
did
That
that,
is the future.
there was
It is.
nothing
That is
genius
the
other than paying homage to the man
That
who
is
came
the-
up with ACDC.
Yeah,
you
Mr.
go, bro.
Tesla.
Thank
A
you.
lot
man.
of people don't know
Hey,
about it.
hey. Thanks for everything.
Hey, you know what? I just want to take this time to just recognize this moment. You know,
Mm-hmm.
6 months ago, we never met. We're from
Mhm.
a totally different world. He's from the
Yeah,
bottom,
Bob.
From the
and I'm
top.
from the top.
Yeah.
Never met. He's born and raised in South Florida.
Yeah.
I'm born and
Born and
raised
raised-
here,
that's
all the
funny,
way
yeah.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Never met each other. Worlds never crossed.
That's
And
crazy.
it just happened that just a string of events,
Hmm.
right? I
A
was
string
supposed to,
of
I wasn't
events.
supposed-
Yeah, you wasn't even
I wasn't
supposed
supposed
to
to be there. I was supposed to be gone the day
Yeah.
before, right? And we just happened to stop there, and just happened to be in the right place at the right time.
Was you thinking about Realtors for Hero before that? That's the question I want to know.
Yes, I had.
That's
I don't know if I don't know if I necessarily
had to-
coined that
but you-
phrase.
But you was thinking of the concept.
Well, because I extend that benefit to my firefighter coworkers already. I've already been doing this.
Oh, so this is
Already
something.
The
know,
rebate,
they've
all
been,
that.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
already been doing that. I just said, you know what? They love it.
Yeah.
And
Let me put a name
they're
on it.
telling their friends and our coworkers, so I'm getting a lot of business that way, just organically.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and push it. Let's go ahead and
Mhm.
pump it and
Put your
see
name
how
on
far.
it. Put your stamp on
Let's
it.
see how
Yeah.
far we can take it.
That's
And now
smart.
I've got somebody to help me do that because I'm not a marketer. I'm a
Yeah.
salesperson and a
And
firefighter.
that, hey, yeah, he
I'm not a
very
marketer.
much so
I'm
himself.
not- that's
You
not
got
my
the
thing.
idea.
Yeah.
He got the formula.
The
Right.
vision, and we all come put it together.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what's up. That's what's
And he's
up.
right. I know what you mean by that. The chain of events.
A chain of it.
That day was
So
the first
crazy.
day I went out on the water. I've
Wow.
never
Wow.
gone out on the water.
Like
So you
that
know what?
far?
Something.
Ever.
Something
No, not
drew
even
us
that
together.
far.
Something.
Ask her. I mean, yo,
Like,
bro.
at
Every
all?
time we get in the boat, all right, y'all have fun. Oh, y'all need a drink? I'm pouring drinks for everybody
So you're the guy on the boat.
on the boat.
Okay.
right.
That day, I'm like, all right, let's get in the water.
in.
And I swear to you, when I look back, you know, as they say, hindsight is like 2020.
Right.
I realized the entire feeling. I was like, nah, this ain't normal.
Right.
And we just kept moving. And when I look back, I'm like, what the hell was I doing just walking that way
Yeah.
without stopping?
In the
Like,
water.
why?
In the water.
It's
Just
going
just
deep.
going.
Obviously, it gets
I'm
deeper.
gonna tell you straight up, the universe said, "Oh, Jamie and Chrissy's around." So Dadley, the only way he's gonna meet people like this if they come save his life. Because if Dadley
Hey.
don't, Dadley gonna just not meet nobody. So Dadley gotta go die. So somebody
We don't just meet people the normal way.
No.
It ain't stick in his mind.
and
God.
and truthfully,
Almost
this
died.
guy, he's an amazing guy, and I can
Yeah, he
honestly
is.
tell you if we bumped into each other and I have that issue too, because that's that lonely on the top thing. When you
Sometimes you miss your blessings.
you miss it.
Sometimes you miss it.
And you got more than one blessing
Yeah.
in this world,
Yeah.
which Jay-Z can be the proof to that.
Okay.
We have more than one blessing, and if we keep thinking that, okay, I got this blessing right here, and then okay, I don't need the
I'm be stagnant over here.
what? And he is the epitome of that for me, man.
Okay, but look here though.
He stretched me.
Look, I appreciate all that, but if anybody out there want to holler at me, just come holler at me. You ain't got to go to the.
You don't gotta
You
kill
don't gotta go
yourself.
die. Man.
You ain't got to do that. Just holler at me. Reach out.
Nah, man.
You know what I
Hey,
mean? Holler at my nephew.
look.
We can
We can
bring.
simpler ways.
Yeah, there's
I don't
simpler
like
ways.
swimming.
JammyESmith.com.
Right.
Bingo. Easy
So,
peasy. That's
you asked
technology. What technology would you like to
technology.
plug
I thought about that, and if I had to pick one technology, I would probably say the cell phone.
in?
And,
That's a good one. That
you know,
revolutionized
I was
the game.
it revolutionized the game, and it's went from when I was a kid now. You know what I mean? Because I'm you know what? This year I'm about to turn 40. I'm about to turn 40, right? So you know what? That puts me officially in the OG
Yeah,
camp,
man.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Right.
you ain't
I'm
wrong. Once you hit
I'm
40,
I'm an OG, right?
40
so
40 club.
when I was a kid, we didn't have that, right? We had the beep.
Beep.
You had to beep me.
I remember
You know
the
what I mean?
beeps.
Right. I'm gonna give
you
you
was
my
cool
beeper
with the
number.
beeper.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
never left home without a couple quarters, so you could make that
call.
phone call, right?
Yeah.
But it went from that
Yep.
to now. What happens when you leave home? You don't have your cell phone.
Bro, you gonna
Turn
go
around
crazy.
and go back.
Hit
You
the
turn
whole
around
U-turn.
and go back.
a whole
Turn
mile
around and go
away.
back.
You turn around and just like your ID,
The
just like
power.
your
Mhm.
money, just like your car keys. You
Your
don't
phone
leave.
can
You
access
don't,
your whole life.
you don't leave home without it.
Yeah. You ain't
So
wrong.
and it's only getting. It's not like
It's
we're
getting worse.
veering
No,
away
you're
from
right.
that. It's only getting. I wouldn't say
There's no-
worse, but people are doing more and more with their phones to where if somebody loses their phone, they might cry.
Like, crap, man.
I've seen
I've
it.
seen some
I've
people
seen
go
it.
crazy.
I've seen it.
Yo, that's my phone.
Stolen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
think about it. Oh, I mean, yeah, that was a big thing
No,
for
phone is a good
my
one.
generation.
Phone is a
You
good
go to PE class, you come back, and your
Right.
phone gone. Next thing you know, you mad and crying.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No,
Why?
phone
And why is that? It's because it's so intertwined and it provides so much value to your life. You think that you can't operate without it. When I can tell you, I operated just fine.
Just
without
fine.
it. You know what I mean?
That's
But
why
then-
losing it,
But it changes your mind.
but you still need it.
changed
But
the world.
losing
It
it,
changes.
like
yeah.
you could survive without it
Like-
if you had to go warp your mind.
You gotta
But-
change
like-
your
But
mind.
some other
Yeah.
people wouldn't.
You got to be able to find the keys that, like you said, back in your day, you got your beeper and a couple quarters in your pocket.
Right.
Nowadays, you don't got. You can have them couple quarters, but you don't got no pay phone.
Right.
They got no
Right.
payphone.
Exactly.
So now that's when you got to expand and figure out. You can
Exactly.
do whatever you
Exactly.
need to
Yeah.
get to whatever you want nowadays with technology.
Exactly.
But
But,
that
the
was
way,
a good one.
but the way that
Mind,
my
man.
my mind works, right? That ship is gone, and that's
Yeah.
not my business. This my business is being a firefighter and a realtor, and this man right here has the skills and the tools to put my business in that same mind frame, that same
Yeah,
category.
yeah,
So when you think
niche.
of if you're a first responder and you think of real estate, you're gonna think
It's
of
gonna
me,
be you.
right?
And
I'm the
that's the
one
way
you
to
think
do
of.
that.
You're gonna come to me because that's what you associate with it. That's the type of value that we have, and that's the type
That's
of
the
value we're
equity
going
you
to.
have. It
Exactly.
comes with your business in your name.
Exactly. Exactly.
You want that equity.
Exactly.
Don't let no one else tell you want equity. You know, equality is nice and everything, but you want equity.
What is equality? I mean, we don't gotta go into it, but equality, like, yo, dude, there's no equal. You're a fingerprint. He's a finger. We are all different.
You know what? Equality is us all having the same thing. Equity is us being at the same spot.
I like
right?
equity.
Being at the same spot. So equity is what you want. Equality means we all have the same play. Let me give an example.
I like this.
So if we're talking about equality, that means we all gonna run the same race. We're all gonna run a 400.
okay.
One time on the
400
track.
Okay.
Everybody runs the same race.
Yeah.
That's equality.
I like that.
Equity means, you know what? I gave you a head start. So I'm gonna put you up to the same place that he is. So y'all running the same, there's no head starts.
Yeah.
That's what equity is. So if you are behind him, equity means I'm gonna move you up to him.
Yep.
Now we go. I'm gonna give you the same tools that he has. If he got Nikes, I'm gonna give you Nikes.
Give you
If he got a
Nikes.
trainer, I'm gonna give you a trainer.
So that's
You
equity.
know what I mean?
Yep.
That's equity. Equity means that it's real. We want equity. We want the same.
Equality, we wearing sneakers.
Right. But you
Yeah,
might be
equality. Everyone got on shoes.
Right.
Equality. Everybody got on
Equity,
shoes.
but you wear Nikes. He's
Yeah.
gonna wear
Right,
Nikes.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we want. That's what we want.
Schools are a good way to think
Yo,
about
bruh.
that real world.
That's why I'm gonna be real, man.
Yeah, he's
I'm
broke this
37
down.
years, and that's like that means when he was 13, he became a teenager before me, but I was 10 years old,
Yeah.
and I love his wisdom, bro.
Yeah.
This man was like in the same schools I was in as I was growing up, and as I'm watching, being real, what the man owns is because of his mindset,
The templates he laid out for himself.
templates, bro.
Templates he made for himself.
Well,
And-
no. Well, no, I didn't make him look because I stand on the shoulders of giants. So all that I am, I owe. You know what I mean? So
we all do.
I was raised
Cool.
by some real black men. You know what I mean? I got real black men.
Got
So
it.
they showed me the way and they imparted little bits of wisdom
Got it.
into me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they seen
I like
something in
that.
me.
Yeah,
So
it's
they
true.
told me, hey, don't be in these streets. Don't do this. Don't do it. Even if they did it, they said,
Yeah, they
you know
told
what?
you, yeah.
Don't do what I do. Because
And you listen, and you listen.
You can do something greater. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? And I did. I
You
listened,
did.
and I listened.
Yeah, and
That's
well,
great.
I can attest to me being hard headed. I ain't gonna say I ain't listen. Being a little hard headed is what stagnates it. So like, what I always tell people around me, Jamie, I met, and I understand how I met this dude. Me, I'm very spiritual with it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like, the cats in New York know about 5%ers, and so like 5%ers don't have nothing. You get what I'm saying? Because
Right.
if the way I met Jamie and how I'm sitting here right now in front of a burgundy pool table, yeah, I don't play with that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, we got the white ball in the middle, 7 completion of days, 8 is
By
infinity.
the way, you about to catch this work too. After we
You've
done
been
all
whooping
this.
me already,
Don't
and
do
I'm
it.
with that.
You-
And no, he already been
He's
doing
an
it.
asshole. He lets you get real close.
No,
You know, he
did-
draws
you
you
know
out.
what?
Draws
Thank
you
you for
out. and
telling.
then-
You tried the other day. I seen it. He was trying to lure us into
Yeah.
losing the other day.
Man,
He
that's
is
what he
good.
does. He loves to play the bait.
Nah.
He goes, yeah, you close, nephew. You close.
No.
You close. You know, he misses a couple shots on purpose, and then
That's
I get real close.
the
He's
nurturing
ping, ping,
firefighter
ping,
in
ping.
him. He's
Game.
nurturing. Yeah.
I'd be like,
Nah, this dude is.
Manny, come down here and get this work.
Dude is good. And by the way, the man raising like football players and basketball players.
Oh, my
now
son.
he got a
Son.
a media guy. He got a podcast guy. The energy he's doing and he's bringing around him.
Yo, little one,
You're
joke.
this is bruh. And all people got to do is just make sure they listen to and know that you are a leader.
Mhm,
He's a leader.
for sure.
He's a leader of
sure.
the new generation because you're 40, and that's a dog. That ain't old. They're gonna say it's old, but I'm 37.
Right.
You
That's
know,
3 years.
Yeah.
I feel good.
And
I feel good.
Me, I'm 24. You know, Kobe year.
So
All right,
no,
that's
My,
fine.
hey, I was there when this boy was born. I mean,
You know what? You know how he say he's
Matter of
standing
fact-
on the shoulders of giants? He gonna be the giant. I'm standing on top. Types. That's real talk. That's what it's gonna be.
and I think that piece is falling apart and falling on. When he said that, I had my father and my grandfather, and those two dudes are like immigrants from Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
And those dudes left something to come here and had to start over and like looking at me, and that's why like when I see someone like him, he's a breath of fresh air,
Mhm.
because he makes me know that the American dream is real.
Yeah, for sure. I
He
definitely agree with
represents what they say I come to this country for,
Yeah.
and everybody else who's doing whatever they're doing have not met somebody like him.
Mm-hmm.
And when they do, they're gonna go sit on their knee.
Oh, levels.
Oh shit.
Definitely for sure. First glimpse of the
Nah,
American
do
dream
100. Do 100.
came from you. First glimpse I got. You know,
It's an American.
damn,
Yeah.
you got more than 2 bedrooms.
2
You got
bedroom.
a
Like,
downstairs. You tell me you don't rent it out?
the shit
That's
got
yours?
what? It's wood?
Can I come over and play pool? You got a pool? It's heated. Oh, can I
And
bring your
people
black
don't-
friends?
You know, people don't understand this feeling, bro. This feeling you talking about, man.
Yeah,
I
it's
come from.
great.
I used to like. I think. Man, I look up to the sky. We used to heat ourselves up with the stove,
Stove, yeah. Stove wide open.
wide
Cranked
open.
all the way up to broil.
Eat
Yeah.
cereal. Eat cereal with
With a fork?
juice.
Ooh, with a juice. I had to eat
I
cereal.
didn't have
with a
milk.
fork.
Milk
Right.
was the most expensive thing that you had to buy down there.
Okay.
It's either juice or water.
Water. I know water.
So, like
Right.
I said,
Right.
for where we at, I'm sitting in front of the pool drinking some expensive ass, exclusive rum.
Rum. Yeah.
Right.
It's an
Right.
honor, bro. You know, and you.
But
I'm
anybody
looking
can
at
do it.
That's
It's all about because nobody can control your mind. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And what I try to tell folks that know me now is, you know, don't let the smooth taste fool you. I didn't. It wasn't like I came. It wasn't like I came into this. Nothing was given to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna
Earned
say
it.
that I had it the worst, but you know what I mean.
You
We
worked
came
it.
through some
You
stuff.
worked
I mean,
it,
matter of
yeah.
fact, we was so broke. I slept in the same bed with your daddy and your mama because we had one. That's all we had.
It was the one bad.
We had one bed in the room. We had a 2-bedroom apartment for the 4 of us. My
Yeah.
mama, yeah, the 4 of us. That's it.
And y'all
And so
made it happen.
we slept. That's why to this day, you can ask my girl, I sleep like this.
Hey, let me get that, Jerry. Yeah, I
He
remember.
said,
Hey, I could do this, but
I don't got no much room.
We had to sleep with people. We had to sleep in the bed with your siblings because you talking about sharing it. My kids talking about
Pizza
it.
Hut.
Nowadays,
Chrissy like,
Man, that
bro,
be the king
bro, you
stuff.
got a king. You got a California king.
Right.
What you doing?
Spread out.
see, no,
I'm
wasn't no spread
comfortable.
out.
I'm comfortable.
And now it's like,
Just in
oh,
case.
my kids don't have their own room, man. We ain't have our own
Bed.
bed, dog. We
Yeah.
was
And,
sleeping like we was in a coffin. We was sleeping like this. But you know what? It's all about our mind. Our mind was always free.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
You know what I mean?
Can't be a prisoner of your own.
No,
You know,
sir.
can't be a prisoner
Exactly.
in your mind.
Exactly.
The
That's
moment
one
that
thing.
happened-
That's one thing. Us as a people, we got to learn to break out of. Is can't be a prisoner up here. Can't. This is the one place you can. No matter what, you can be free. No
Exactly.
matter what, you can be free. And I learned
Right,
that
right.
from someone who went to jail. Was locked up. He'd always tell me your mind is free. Like he said, no one can control your mind. No one can tell you how to think. No one can tell you your mind state.
Nah, man.
It's whether if you want to go
Yeah.
get it
Go get it.
or not. It's up to you. You gotta make the
Get it.
moves.
Go get it.
Well, another thing with him is your father.
Mm-hmm.
I got on a nice, pretty ass yacht. This pretty dude, pretty eyes. He's like, yo, talk to my brother. And I'm like, all right. Yo,
Yeah,
hey,
you
what's
take-
up,
you
man?
spoke to-
I'm in
spoke to her
prison.
now.
This pretty nigga got prison people?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, what's up? I was happy to talk to your
Yeah.
dad, B.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, he knows niggas in prison? What's up, bro? Is your brother next to me? Yeah, man, he good. Oh, damn.
Oh, he's solid.
No, hey, yo, dad, what I'm trying to say,
Yeah, man. That's a
he
couple people. I
did
listen
it.
to.
He did it.
Couple
If
people I
there's a
listen
code,
to.
he punched every punchline code that I needed to hear to say, brother Code, that's my brother.
Mhm. That's real.
I don't know what it's just
Real
something-
recognize real. Real recognize real.
when it's the man was
you
so
can see the fakes and you can see the real. It's just like I don't know about all y'all at home. I can tell the
Yo.
difference between a diamond and that CZ.
Right.
And pressure makes diamonds, and
pressure makes
At the end
diamonds
of
and
the day,
gold, B.
we out here shining.
Nah, and
We out here
and the
shining.
respect is you have me talk. What I know about Fort Lauderdale is like some people are ashamed of their family.
Mhm.
This man handed me the phone in the yacht.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do it, and that let me know how much he trusted me.
Mhm.
And then when he let me talk to his brother, and his brother's in my ear, I'm like, okay, your brother's a cool nigga, dog. He cool? Alright, dog. I'm
Right.
gonna look out for him out here for you, okay? Why?
Right.
I don't know what's going on with you. I don't give a fuck, too. But shit, you in there, nigga. You graduated. And
Yeah.
and he's happy.
Yeah.
I don't know what he got, but that man is a beaming light.
Like I said,
And
you
I feel
can't be a
you.
prisoner up here.
Yeah, I
Can't
feel.
be a
I
prisoner
see.
up here.
I realized which one he was when I
Yeah.
seen the glasses and the hat, and I'm
Right.
like,
That's
cause it's
him. That's him.
Boy, you look just like your goddamn daddy.
You
boy.
do.
Yeah,
I was like-
spin image.
I said, okay, so is that his son that I just seen the other day? I asked him, Carletta was like, yeah, that's his son. I'm like, oh, what an honor.
Yeah.
I heard the man, then I see
Yeah,
his feed.
Right.
we
I'm
spin
chilling with his
images.
brother.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
y'all family,
And you know what? Alicia,
appreciate it.
his sister, is the one that was on Shared Adventure, was on the boat the other day. I hooked her up. She was on
that's
she
your
was
sister.
down there.
You talked to her. You
Oh
talked to her
yeah, I
about
saw
her?
the yeah. Oh, she
I hooked her up with
man.
Gary so she could see the boat. She could see what I'm doing. What I'm, I'm trying to.
So she would,
Yeah.
I'm trying to,
Oh no, Alicia, if I know about the
She's
hood,
doing her thing.
oh Alicia was like, this is it.
City
I
girl.
thought this was no,
City
Alicia
girl.
was it's
Hot
city girl.
Hot girl
Alicia
summer.
was like my
City
red
girl.
braids on.
Yeah,
What
she
you,
did
what's
have
up,
the red
Bob? What's up,
braids.
Bob?
That's her.
I need to go
That's
lay
her.
back.
That's her. Yeah.
And being real, Alicia, I ain't gonna lie, I thought she was
crazy.
I thought she was a white girl.
Oh yeah, she white skinned. She white skinned. So you got light skinned. You got light skinned.
Yo, I thought she was a white. I'm like,
and
yo,
then you
how-
got white skinned.
That's your sister.
Yeah, she black. She just real white.
Yeah, she.
She
but no,
she didn't
see,
go outside when she was a kid.
her soul is nigga.
Nick. From these motherlands.
Yeah.
Deep roots.
When I said, I'm drinking my drink, he's like, yo, I was like,
They
wow,
just
she's in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Yo, hey, look, look, man,
They
hey,
get-
we
they
need to
get-
connect with our peoples all over the United States.
That's the one she gonna be like, you wanna take a shot?
By the, hey,
You
let
want
me
to
ask you,
You
bro.
want to know?
I went to the George Floyd.
Memorial?
Like, what that did to you?
Yeah.
Like, how did you feel about it? Like, as
Me-
somebody from this area.
Somebody from this area, the first one that actually hit real home was Philando. He was you know how at school you got the teachers that deal with the bad kids, but they're the cool teachers, If anything happened to that teacher, everybody's gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
He was that type of guy, right? He was that type of guy. And to see him just like gunned down, taken out, he shot, he got it's literally like you, your girl, and your kid in the back, and just off you, the cop. That hit me hard. The first time that happened, that hit me real hard. And then with this, now I have a kid. I have not just me to look after, with that, back in that time, I was like, all right, I just got to be respectful. I can control the situation if I'm respectful. But now it's like, I got a kid, maybe my kid's a hothead. I don't know. He's too little right now for me to know. He might not be able to handle it the way I could handle it.
You know it.
Yeah, so just seeing that and the way he was pleading and just begging for his mom and for him to get off, it just, that one just hit hard. And, right after it happened, I went down and protested. I'm not gonna lie, I went down and protested, went down to where it happened at, and then we marched a little bit, went back. I ain't gonna lie, I wanted to riot. I wanted to riot like a motherfucker. I wanted to break into motherfucking white people shit, take all their shit, that shit's mine.
Yeah.
But I didn't, kept my cool head. I drove by, I was like, anyone got a t-shirt? I'll take some t-shirts. I ain't going that bitch, but you give me some t-shirts, I'll take some t-shirts. Drove by, did all that, did all the protests, and the day after, I just felt like it was right. I gotta, because you see the destruction, you see the police station on fire, you see the Target flooding, you see, and it sucks because this was our neighborhood. I grew up Southside Minneapolis. I went back from St. Paul to Minneapolis, and I passed by that exact location at least thousands of times. I passed by that location on the bus, and to see it, so I went back, and the next day I figured I gotta come clean, and it was real peaceful, and it was real, like, solid, like some solidarity type shit. And it was posted as like riots. It's all riots. This is all horrible things. People are, protesting horribly. It's not how it's supposed to be. And it was sad to see that no one was getting we were having cookouts. We was jamming the music. None of the peaceful stuff. Like I'm
gonna be real. You just shocked me.
Yeah,
I didn't know there was.
You had your like.
Oh yeah, all day.
Like literally for weeks. Like to this day, there's still peaceful protests going on. Like where it's people marching, singing, cookouts. Like if you think a block party, that's how we was protesting.
They're not gonna show you that.
They not
Bro, I didn't like what I'm. You know what?
It was.
I just got baptized, and I hope we see this in Fort Lauderdale.
It was so peaceful, bro.
In Fort Lauderdale, what we end up doing, I'm gonna be honest, man. We was pissed off for y'all. A lot of people got hurt. A lot of people burnt some stuff down. None of us had that part. like in my Haitian culture, barbecues is the way you would made his life a living
Yeah.
memory.
Yeah, it
In
was.
my culture, 'cause
It was.
you-
It was a.
You're like, nah,
It was a celebration of death.
it has to be.
That's what it was out there. It was a real celebration of death.
But then what ended up happening down there, if you saw,
Yeah, I seen a little bit. It
Yeah.
happened everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, it was kind of the same picture.
and in the heart of it, you guys were actually
Protesting, like
The
peaceful,
so
coming
the
together.
black
as a community.
firefighters were there. You know, I lead the
Yeah,
black
they were.
firefighters at St. Paul. We were down there, you know, protesting peacefully. We had some march. I had my white coworkers were down there with us, protesting, you know, peacefully. You know, and the reason that we were doing that, we felt the need to continue, and we still have the need to continue,
Continuing.
is
peaceful.
because it ain't right, and change needs to come. And this has not only been happening now, but it's been happening for a very long time.
Yeah.
You know
it's
what I
time
mean?
now that
So it's time that we change this thing, because we keep doing the same thing. It's the same thing they were doing in the 60s.
How
Same thing
long?
they was
How
doing
long
in
we
the-
got to march for?
Right, exactly. So
How long we?
so
were
yeah,
marching
it was
for?
peaceful. A lot of the people, they just show the
other stuff.
Yeah, man,
other
they
stuff.
should.
Like, don't get me wrong. We showed our ass. Don't get me wrong.
Stop
Minnesota.
March did.
Minnesota showed their
Y'all
ass.
helping ignite the thing.
They
Right.
we
Minnesota.
rioted. It was a riot. But at the same time,
Y'all
a
did
lot
the-
of it was, you know, some people say I'm a conspiracy theory, but
No,
I feel like a lot of it was planned. Like,
of course.
they planned to pump this riot off. Like, it wasn't a riot.
To make it look like
When it,
that.
yeah, when
Make
it first
look-
Yeah,
started, it
yeah.
wasn't a riot.
Yeah.
And next, you know, someone's breaking windows and now it's a riot. All right.
Whatever him and George was going through is personal, but
Yeah.
then
Right.
they used it as the
Exactly.
attack.
Right.
Exactly.
Teslas and cell phones.
Tesla himself.
Teslas and cell.
Yo,
phones.
you got your Tesla and you got your cell phone. You ride,
Right,
bro.
you ain't
What
lying.
you need? Not a house. You got the Tesla.
Another question I have for you is, if you had a message for the entire world, 30 seconds to say something, what would you say?
You know, first I would say that the world is yours, and you can make it whatever you want, especially in this country. You can really make it whatever you want. You just can't let the outside propaganda and influences, or where you come from, or any of that overcome you. So get that out of your mind and just focus on what you need to do. Other thing that I would say is that it's time for equity. It's time for equity, and specifically talking to my black people. It's time that we unite and that we work together to make sure that we change things, right? We don't want to be above anybody.
No.
We just don't want to be below anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only thing. That's what I would say. So it needs to be fair, right? It
Mhm.
needs to be fair. If we run in a 400-meter race and you already at 300 meters,
300. Shit.
and you tell us, okay, we running the same race, go. How's that fair?
Get
How
me
am I
on
gonna-
the
how am
ball,
I ever
how
gonna
am I
catch?
Yeah.
How am I ever gonna catch up?
Yeah.
I
So I'm
get
saying,
you
if you got a head
fast,
start, then put me,
Put me
give
right
me the
there.
tools to
Get
catch
that
up.
start.
Then let's run,
Yes,
and then
sir.
let's see who wins.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At least let me compete.
Yeah.
That would be
The
that
black
would be
dollar
best.
is a strong motherfucker.
But we need
It's
we
the
need to
number
stop
one dollar.
fighting each other. We
That's
need to
what it
start
is.
whether
Unity.
you're in the South or you're in the North, wherever you're
East,
at.
West, you know, whether
We
it's
are one tribe they brought over.
Our problems are
Yeah.
the same. Our problems are the same.
no matter where
We
you
try
go.
to make it whether you
The same.
light skin, dark skin,
Same.
North, South, whatever. Guess what?
Same.
What are your problems?
Same.
Your problems are black problems.
Black people.
So we need to unite, and we need to work together, and we need the people that ain't us to recognize that, you know what, this ain't right.
This ain't
Mhm.
right. And I'm gonna stand
Nobody's
with
beneath.
Yeah.
Nobody needs to be beneath
Anybody.
anybody. You know what I mean? If
We
you're a man,
we
if
are
you're a
human
man
race.
or a woman, you can stand on your own 2 feet. You don't need no head start.
10 toes, you can do
You know
yourself.
what I mean? You can handle your own. You don't need to put nobody below you
Yeah.
Yeah.
because you can stand on your own merit.
Facts.
You know?
And I'll just add to it, man. I don't think I need to. It is. Us as black people, I believe we need to put our crowns back on our heads and,
Believe it.
I
And
don't-
believe it.
and believe it and know
With
it.
some niggas.
I don't want to.
Royalty.
Remember, Haitians, we're known, and I know my history. We're the first black independent nation in
That's
the
right.
world.
Y'all
right.
went crazy down there.
Word
We
up.
chop heads
That
off.
revolution was
and
woo, something.
and it's
big.
a gift and a curse
Okay.
I'm gonna be real as an American, a Haitian American. It's a gift and a curse because we live by, die by that.
Okay. I got
And
that mentality.
and it's like at any given moment it's threatened. It's like, nah.
It's that
Right.
I cut your head off.
Yeah, I
Right.
don't
It's in your
control
blood,
that
yeah.
shoulder that I stand on.
Right.
Because
That's imprinted in your DNA.
It's in my DNA. I try not to. I'm like, I can't do it.
Like
Right.
our dogs know to piss on something.
Exactly.
Right.
And
Right.
I had my two dogs out there was doing the little girl stuff and out of nowhere. Like, I'm like, whoa, how you know how to do that? It's in him.
Right.
So my whole thing is, be you. And the thing is, when you're being you, know who you are. Don't he said something about the mind and hit me. I've been trying lately to just control my mind, and that's a beast.
Yeah.
Start now, guys. If y'all listening to me, if you haven't been paying attention to why you put your phone right there, ask yourself why you put your phone there. Even if it don't make sense, just say, "Oh, it didn't make sense." Now you have a reason. Start teaching your mind to have a reason to do things. And I used to never have a reason. You know what I mean? As a street dude, I'm not. I transition, and it's like on the streets, it's like no reason. You just live it. But nah, you have to have a reason. And
right.
that reason, my bad, is just the season for the ultimate, which is purpose.
Okay.
You gotta have purpose on this earth. And Nipsey Hussle, who died,
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Nipsey said, "You wasting air if you don't have purpose."
That's real.
Every word that's coming out of my
That's right.
mouth, I'm living it. And if I'm not living it, I ask to die. That's
Real.
how I move. You know
That's
what I mean?
real. That's real. Couldn't say it any better.
That's
Yeah.
Right.
I don't mind. It's the devil's playground.
Right. Right.
So that's
Exactly.
that mind thing. He said it, and it's like I ain't gonna lie. 2021, COVID-19 is what did the whole mind thing. I'm like, yo, I go to a place where people in the open doing all the COVID-19 restrictions, 5 of them die. I go to a strip club, closed up like this in a hole in the wall, hoes going up and down,
Everybody
sweating, niggas smoking, no mask.
Yeah.
Nobody dead. What is that? It's the mind.
Could be.
Mm.
Yeah.
Man,
Mind's a very powerful thing.
man.
There's a reason why they call it a
The
placebo
whole
effect.
COVID
Right.
season, bro. I'm telling you, I did it on purpose. My girl was worried. I'm like, no, you know what? If I deserve to die this season, I'm gonna die. Let me go in there. I'm telling you, it's like no bigger than this.
And they're going crazy.
Sweating, going crazy. And then we go to like nice little venues, little white people, open air. 5 of them died. And then me and Carletta walk out that bitch. I go get tested. And it's like, we good. What's going on?
Yeah, that's.
So I don't know what this podcast on, bro.
Oh, we can
But
get
you
there.
talk about conspiracy.
We can get there. Let us
I'm
get
not
down.
there.
Wow.
And we can get there. We can. That's what I like to talk about. That's what I like to talk about. All right. So let's. Any other promo or anything you want the people to look at? Anything you want to tell them to go? Make sure they can find you. Go ahead and do that before you get up out of here.
Oh,
man.
absolutely, absolutely. So we got some big things coming. Just stay tuned. Follow my social media. It's Jamie E. Smith Realtor, or JamieSmith.com, and we're gonna have some big announcements coming in the next couple weeks. So stay tuned.
All right, man. It was good to have you here. I'm glad I can finally get
nephew.
this done,
Nephew.
get you on. Yeah,
That's what's
man.
up. That's what's up.
Anytime you need any promo or anything, I'm here, man.
Bet.
I ain't
All
doing
right.
nothing.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, no problem,
All right.
man. You
Yeah,
enjoy
y'all
your
best,
day.
man.
Okay.
You have a good day, man. See
All
you
right.
later.
Yep.
Man, hey, look,
Screw
your
it.
unc, that's the best kind of unks to have out here. Somebody that's gonna do the reality.
Yeah, man. He's someone who's gonna tell you how to do something, tell you the path you actually gonna take because he knows you ain't gonna fucking listen to him and do what the hell he said to do.
Yeah,
so he's
man.
like, all right, you don't want to do this. Well, this is what you're gonna do. This is what's gonna happen.
Yep.
And then you're gonna come back to me and I'm gonna tell you I told you so, and you better listen next time. And that's what I love to see, man. I love it. Let me go grab this candle real quick. you know, we had to usually, guys, we be a little less professional and we be blowing. But
You did it the right way, man.
but hey, we had my guy in here. We had to keep it clean, had to keep it PG.
Nah, we did it right.
And now we can talk about this cannabis business you've been telling me about. I need to know everything, man. I need to know all the details. Give me a second. I'm gonna go grab something real quick.
Nah, go ahead, man.
Go ahead, talk to the people.
One of the main things is my fiance and I started a cannabis brand, IZZY-DUZ-IT. And a lot of people think it's like edibles, but IZZY-DUZ-IT is induced content you have the munchies for.
Okay,
And
that's a good play.
you know, we basically, cannabis is like a conversation that's like as natural as talking about cards. And what we're trying to do is rid the stigma and the taboo conversation to make it like, why the fuck? Yeah. Why?
When in the car?
It's fucking marijuana. And every part of it, the word marijuana is a movement because they, you know,
Yeah, that's
it's a whole movement in it.
what do they call it? Starts with P word.
Oh, shit.
Like when media
Propaganda
Yep, the word marijuana
is a
is
propaganda. Yeah, you know,
It was cannabis for the longest until they tried to make it seem like it was a Mexican thing, and the Mexicans was going to smoke this marijuana and rape the white girls.
There you go.
You know,
marijuana, a bunch of shit.
They try to say that it's not
Cannabis is the name of it. Matter of fact, why I really delved into it, is we have a cannabinoid system in our bodies.
Yes.
The way we have lymph nodes, the way we have a nervous system, the way we have a blood
The way
stream.
DMT's in our body and everything.
We have something, and not something. I have it all on my website.
What's your website again?
IZZY-DUZ-IT.
Oh, inducedmunchies.com. Okay,
And
we're going to have to go check that out, guys.
It's your source for education, media, and entertainment on the cannabis industry. And we don't limit ourselves to, I'm out of Florida, but we don't limit ourselves. We're for the minority community.
Yeah.
There's an industry happening right now. I mean, billion-dollar industry happening right now. And everything is what we call vertical. Say if a marijuana company has to own the whole license. I'm fighting to put things horizontal to where I just want to do marketing. I don't need to have the whole license.
Yeah, you don't want to,
That's like multi-million-dollar type of. This may be like a $300 bill that I just need to pay for the certificate.
Yeah, way to break. It's a good way to break down the things. It's like the one stigma that I wish there was more of. Yeah, we roll fingers on that thing. I had to show out. Florida came through. I had to make sure I came with some of that salsa. I hit my guy up like I need some real rapper weed.
Shit, this dude.
Yeah, man. We stuffed the bitches out here. Look like a rap video, but there's just not a lot of information on our part.
And that's what Induced Munchies is about.
Yeah.
I'd rather focus on getting us the information. Like, for example, if you wanted to get into distribution, you could do it.
Yeah.
Even in your town, if you wanted to get into,
because we got medical up here too.
Okay.
Yep.
If you can get into apparel.
Yeah. Like cookie, what cookies you see what cookies did?
Is number one.
Or
cookies is coming
Marathon.
to Florida.
Marathon, yeah, I know.
Marathon.
Cookies is also going. I can't wait. They're going to Illinois, and then they have the Dakotas, North and South Dakota.
Okay, they're moving, man.
Yep, they're about to come. They passed legalization, and cookies already got to deal with them. I keep up on my cookies.
What we need to do, for example, what my goal is with Induced Munchies is, for example, your podcast.
Yeah.
You become a network, and I connect my cannabis clients to your brand,
Yeah.
to where, you know, Zoom meet. It's just about what I know the
Anything.
industry want right now. And we're working on a documentary, by the way.
Yeah.
What I know, Netflix is looking for cannabis documentary.
I was just about to say that's what you want.
begging,
Netflix.
they begging for
Netflix
it.
is begging.
And that's the top dog. I don't even need it.
So is
Peacock.
I was just gonna say Peacock. You Quibi. Were you supposed to say Quibi? Quibi is going underneath the water. So right now
So
they're
they
trying
need
to.
stuff.
They're like, here's money for anything. Someone please come up with gold.
And
Yeah.
and what happens is we need to come together, and we if we work, like right now, I'm gonna need the like, dude, I'm smoking weed in
I
Minnesota.
didn't even go live, bro. You tagged in this. Go on your shit right now on Facebook. You're gonna see it.
I'm on
You're
that.
gonna have a notification.
Oh man, let me put that
So
up.
I tagged your little company, bro. I found you quick like that. That's one thing I love about technology.
No, technology is on there.
He said, "This is my thing." Okay, you got a page on Facebook? All right, bet. I got you. If you go to House of King Studios, it's gonna be right there.
Facebook.
Yep.
House of King Studio. Oh, right there.
House of Kings Studio.
Nah, man,
We live with
I'm
you.
on it.
Yep.
But the cannabis industry is something that, and it's also for fighting for the whole war on drugs thing that put a lot of black people in jail.
In jail. That'd be one thing I'd love to see. Let's think about like if
You
they
gotta do
if
that.
they federally go to post if they're federally legalize it. Think about all the people they're gonna free.
Huh.
Think
And
about all the people
all
they're
right,
gonna free.
I ain't gonna, that's the biggest thing to you know, I work in the politics arena and everything. So the thing is, they're not gonna free people.
You don't think?
I don't think they're gonna free people. What they need
You
to do
know how
though,
fucked up that'd be though? If they federally legalized marijuana and think about it, you got states like Alabama, bro. So my
you know,
grandpa
man.
my grandpa had a farm out in Alabama, and I went down there and helped him a couple, like 2-3 summers out of my life. I went down there and helped him all summer. And my last time I went down there when I was a little bit older, right? And first thing he said to me was, "Don't get caught with weed. If you get caught with weed, you're going to jail for a long time." And I was like, "Anything, Grandpa? How you know I smoke weed?" He goes, "Your mom told me." Bitch. He goes,
You know
right?
what time
He goes,
it is.
"Your mom told me." And I'm like, "All right." He goes, "Don't smoke weed, no matter what it is. Don't do it. You get caught with a seed, you go to jail 10 years.
Easy.
It's ridiculous."
10 years here.
No, in Alabama. Here is decriminalized. Here you can get caught with
but
28
10
grams,
years?
up to 28 grams in some cities, and you only get a fine.
Okay. So
But then there's also some cities you get caught with it though. Like Woodbury, like here, you get caught with weed out here, they take your black ass to jail real quick.
that's the thing. It's like,
But then you'll be out in like 3 hours.
yeah, you know.
That's
But that's
bullshit.
that's the thing. You know, it's man, don't make money off of us like that.
That's what it is. That's all it is.
Don't make
Privatized,
money
that
off of us.
privatized
Yeah,
prison, man.
don't
Think
make
how much
money
free
off of
labor.
You can do a whole bunch of others. Matter of fact, nigga, come hang with me right quick. Let's do a networking event.
Let's
I'll
talk.
make money with you. You know, I don't hate you.
Like, that's
I'm gonna
the
be
thing.
real. That's enough. I don't hate cops.
Yeah.
I don't hate them. Now, do I hate a person who takes their position a certain kind of way? Yeah. But a guy who's working a job, that's his job,
Yeah.
man. You
I
know what I
feel you.
mean? I can't hate him for his job.
You more is hate that mentality.
That mentality, man.
Like no matter if it was a cop, if it was your manager at Wendy's,
Exactly.
if it was
You caught
your-
manager at Wendy's do the same thing that cop
Hell
would do.
yeah.
The same spirit.
That push their power on you. Like I got authority.
I
you
got
know.
authority on you, man. Yo, you coming to work today? What you mean? I was off today.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga. If you don't come to work, you fired. Now you don't eat. It's that energy that we're fighting, and we're blind to that energy because now we focus it in this one place when it's all over the place.
Yeah.
And
It's more of a mentality.
And that's why I created Induce Munchies. And when I created Induce Munchies, is because for 10 years I've been in the cannabis industry in Florida. And man, I went to Cali, you know, because we had to go learn what everybody else is doing that was legit.
Yeah,
Cali,
you gotta do your
yeah, we went
you
to
know how
all-
athletes watch tape? That you watch tapes. Like people tell me all the time, like you get in the car with me, you know what's gonna be on the radio. I might play 10 minutes of radio, 10 minutes of song, just because you're in the car with me. I'm gonna play a song for 10 minutes, and then after that, I'm putting on a podcast. And we're sitting here for this 20-minute ride, listening to this podcast. Why? Because I might see something that they did, and I'm like, that's genius.
Exactly.
I'm gonna use that.
And I like that.
And you know,
Don't
when you
change
use
that.
it,
Don't change that.
but the one thing, I've always been this way. Like, if you're gonna use something else someone else uses, you gotta shop. Like you gotta, you know, my big inspiration is, for me, it's Gilly the Kid, $85 million worth of game with Gilly the Kid, Wallow 267. You know, that's the perfect template. As what I want to do with my dad is what Gilly did with Wallow.
Oh shit.
Wallow did like a 20-year bid.
So what I mean, like
So Gilly the Kid, he was a rapper.
I know. Gilly wrote for Wayne.
Yep.
He wrote,
Exactly.
I know, no, man.
Yep.
I'm on hip hop.
So his cousin went and did a 20-year bid.
Wallow.
So
that's his cousin.
that's his cousin.
I follow Wallow.
And so
Gilly and
yep,
him is like
they
on
cousins.
social media.
They're cousins. So
what is Wallow?
he just
He was a street
he was a street nigga. He was a sticker boy pretty much. That's I don't know the people. Obviously, I'm fans, but what I get from a fan, as a fan, what I see is Wallow was a street nigga, hard headed, someone who like sat back, smart. He was a smart, stupid nigga.
So
He
that
was a
nigga
smart, stupid
was one
soul.
of them stick ups that you didn't want to fuck up with.
Yeah, but he got caught on some shit, and then he went to jail, and he just like soaked up game pretty much. He's a 20-year bid. He's been out for 4 years, and ever since he got out, he's been on that You be seeing what if you know Wallow, you know what he come out of nowhere. And look, see what you can't do is let these people tell you what you can do. It's up to you. It's your mind. He's real big on that personal mind state, upbringing type stuff. Real TED talking.
Yeah.
And so
I like Wallow.
So he got out of jail to do a 40-year bid. Gilly put him on some shit. Wallow also came out and knew it all starts with a mind state. You can't, if someone comes out and they still have the mindset they had when they got there. I've seen it plenty of times. You can't do nothing. Some people get out and want to change, want to be different, and you see them prosper and have a great life. A prime example was Wallow. That nigga did 20 years, got out. 4 years later, he's on $1 million company.
Influencer.
Big influencer, bro. He has his own podcast doing his shit. He just had Pooh Shiesty on. He have all the hot rap. Everybody who is somebody in hip hop come see them.
Wallow was sticking up niggas for the celebrities.
Yeah, and so with them, I like how they showed you, if you paid attention and you wanted to make podcasts, they showed you how to do podcasts. Because they were real raw with it. Wallow got the shit set up, in the beginning, and shit's going wrong in the middle of the podcast, and it's still going. But Wallow's like, fuck, I gotta take, what the fuck do I do, man? And Gail's like, you the one who know, get the shit right. You embarrassing us in front of everybody. And he's like, oh, I gotta take this mic cord and put it here, and if you watching, you can pick up game. And so I picked up game. I figured out what I gotta do. Before we had mics, like say if I was an artist, right? An artist got a mic. That's what I had on my podcast, right? But then looking around and watching everybody else and seeing this is the right shit. This is better. The quality is better. I see why they use this type of mic.
What they do.
This is better.
And I like, hey, this is the setup.
And them niggas, straight up, a lot of people will tell you what they use it. Them niggas, Wallow was like, this is the type of mic I'm using. This cord, this it, this that. I got this shit for $150 at Best Buy. You go get you one. And I was like, huh? What? $150? I can do that. I can do that. And then another one I like is 85 South Show.
Yeah.
So you seen that shit?
Mm-hmm.
They go crazy, bro. 85 South Show. I love that. I love getting. That's where I take the podcast formula from. Like how I want my podcast with my friends. That is amazing. What they had. That's something you can't. Like it's great. Why you can't really add more onto that? You try to get to that, and then once you get to that and you're at that level, then you can maybe think about how you can make it better, type shit. But you got to get to that level first, and that's what I like. Just the chemistry and the originality that comes.
Man, and you got that, and I love the vibe here, man. You know,
It's always a vibe.
House of Kings, man.
House of Kings, Easy
And,
Does It podcast. It's always a
You know,
vibe.
as an Asian American coming out here and being in your podcast, it's, I mean,
Yeah, man. I'm glad to see you.
I'm
I'm glad to
smart.
talk to somebody who ain't from where I'm from.
Smoking the biggest blunt I ever smoked in my life.
That's a
Real talk. The biggest blunt I've ever smoked.
can't be, bro. You talk about,
I
Rastafari.
swear to God, man. Them niggas might smoke like 50 splits, but you just roll like 50 in one.
No, man, that's normal. I just put like 2 listen with it, bro. Yeah. The other day I was in a coma, bro. I ain't even gonna front. So I did like 3 podcasts in a day. And the first podcast, we blew like 4 of those. So like 4 of them. Just yeah. They just kept rolling up. I don't know. I rolled one, someone else rolled one, and I thought that's all that was gonna be smoked. And then next thing you know, motherfuckers is rolling up a wood, blowing that bitch. I'm like, I ain't complaining, but damn, you wanna smoke another one?
Serious.
Shit. Boy, I was so high. And then I fucking came over here, kicked his jaw, went back. And they was on the same shit with the next podcast. I was like, hold on.
One of the questions I want to ask, right?
All right, what's
So
up?
right now on Induce Munchies, we're launching a program where wholesalers, distributors,
Mhm.
we're gonna give them a freebie to just come on our site. We'll launch them, promote their thing,
Okay.
and then what happens after that is we're gonna charge $15 a month.
That's not bad.
And what happens is, this is a website, $15 a month. People gonna order your shit from around the world.
Mm-hmm.
From around the world, they order, Induce Munchies now becomes like Bruce list. No, I'm sorry, Angie's list, aka phone book with YouTube, because we're doing documentaries
Okay.
and little skits.
So like all that stuff is sitting there collecting on y'all's website.
That's what Induce Munchies. The media, and especially for
It's like a
minorities.
go-to.
It's the go-to, especially for minorities.
Okay, that's what's up.
Especially for
That's a smart idea. You get
because
everything.
we don't. If you look around that shit, man, they just want to arrest us. But I know I'm in the middle of the core of it.
Mhm.
Pop that lighter right there. I know I'm in the middle of the core of it, and Induce Munchies is what's going to get us in right.
Mhm.
Like right now, I'm doing an event and Move, which is MUV dispensary out there in Florida, wants to sponsor it.
Okay.
So there's a lot of activity happening, man. America, everybody's just trying to figure out how they're making their dollar out of it.
Yeah. Everyone's moving. You just got to figure out how you can move with it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone gets a buck. How you get
Mhm.
yours?
How you get yours?
Literally.
I mean, one thing I don't like doing is the protesting,
Mm-hmm.
putting that shit ain't gonna work. Promise you. What's gonna work is when we sit back doing what we're doing right now.
Unity.
Unity.
Unity be the best way.
You know what I mean? And
But
then,
you always got to get past that. Stage. Like if you look, it's written in history. It's literally the hero's journey. If
You know about the hero journey?
yeah, man. You know, I'm studying. I bet. You know, I'm educated one. You know, the hero's journey. You know, it's something. You know, Shakespeare brought up even before Shakespeare, and with all the Greek stories and all the old school mythological stories. That's basically that. Where people, you know,
Which one you
get
want?
which ones?
Which one you want? You choose one of those. Hey, you? Giving you the book of
reason-
our ancestors, okay?
Okay.
And when you
Teach me,
say,
teach me.
no,
I have no clue what this is.
No, you gonna,
Who's
you
it
gonna
by? Who's it by? I mean, teach me.
The guy who it's by is him. You could YouTube and then say Ra'un Nefer Amen.
Nefer. Amen. Okay.
Ra'un Nefer Amen. Regular black guy like me. But Tree of Life meditation. Just so I give you a piece, and we all hear the spiritual makeup of man, chapter 1. And there's been already like how much, but a faculty of consciousness, thoughts, faculty of that generates awareness, okay, a faculty of will, of emotions, sensations, generator of sensations, generator of psychic abilities, physical body. There's 9 components.
That's some real spiritual shit.
Yo, you honed into it. This is your book.
I'm definitely gonna read it.
Take your time with it. It's yours. It don't matter. I've had it for like
I like that
15
it's
years.
spark notes. I like that it's spark notes.
And then
I
guess
got
what?
to pay attention to.
You already see. You know the best. If you could go that deep, this is where I went. You see where you see the little notes? That's where I'm at. But bro, you got notes. You could even just look at the notes.
Yeah.
You ain't even gotta go too far. That's how long I've been studying. You there, man? At your age, for what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, man. I'll definitely study this.
So
This
you
type
brought
of
it up.
I'm gonna read it with my a lot of people who know me know. I'm one of the people who don't like to read books. I'm not gonna read a book, but I will find that book on audiobook and listen to it.
If you could find
But
out.
I'm gonna read this.
Like-
This is something that seems like you read. You know, I
You
can't
won't
just
find
listen
that
to
on
this.
audiobook. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Because of what, bro?
It is.
This is you, okay? And
This
I'm not
is-
telling you to
my
believe
sister
it.
be talking about.
I'm not
this
telling
stuff.
you about, but the thing
Shout out
is,
to Reverend. We're gonna read this together, right?
your bro, I'm telling you, you are African. This is the system of the
I've been
African.
listening lately. One thing I've been listening to is Fred Hampton's speeches. You know, after seeing that movie, did you watch it? Judas and
Oh, of
the
course.
Black Messiah.
Matter of fact, we need them to play that there. They ain't watched it yet.
I watched that and was like,
I have,
I knew about the story already.
I have
you know.
never known about the fucking Rainbow Coalition.
Black Panthers, man.
No, Black Panthers. I
The
didn't
ra-
know
yeah,
the
the Rainbow Co-
rednecks.
yeah.
I didn't know the Chicos and the black people came
That's
together.
why you see. That's why you see. You ain't never seen white people in the Black Panthers.
Nah. I want to tell you, they hit down south.
I go.
You
I
probably
I
seen
had
it.
to. No,
But,
it
you know,
wasn't
they-
time.
they-
It was something I had to go find.
Okay,
I was
see.
lucky enough.
I see.
I was lucky enough as a black male to in 8th grade, the year before I went to high school. So I at eighth grade, I was, my pops just went away and shit. I was kind of
eighth
like
grade,
trying
man.
to figure out my shit. I was trying to figure out my shit, and I had this teacher. It was so all the black kids and they did it by so 6th grade would go first, 7th, and then 8th grade. All the black kids would get taken out of class and you'd go to a teacher. It's kind of be like Black History, but not really. He would just like he would teach you Black History. Yeah, he would teach you Black History, but it's not what you think school Black History learning what they teach you. It's not that. He sat there, taught us about Fred Hampton, taught us about the Rainbow Coalition, all that stuff, taught us about Shaka Zulu, taught us about the Haitians. That's how he taught us
So you
about
know about Asian?
yeah, he taught us about the
what
revolt
Asian
that
about
happened in this man taught us about this. So one thing he always would do is in school you kind of get slavery. You get Egypt, and they barely give you Egypt. They barely give you the pyramids. They barely give you the pyramids. They barely give you that. You get that. you know, a lot of times they like to make it seem it was European, you know, and they were, you know, they wasn't really black. You know, if you look at Cleopatra, they think she a white girl. Like, all right, whatever. Anyways, and then you get slavery.
Yeah.
And then you get civil rights, what is a watered down slavery. And then you get Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and maybe you might get Muhammad Ali, depending if you got a history teacher that likes boxing. And then after that, die, KKK. And then now you get Rodney King and then the president. It's never like Haiti or like where we can't. You don't learn about Nat Turner. You know, they say the Europeans.
Frederick Douglass not a main focus.
You know, they barely go by that. You know, they barely go by that.
Frederick Douglass who taught himself out of slavery.
Yeah, or the guy that mailed himself out of slavery.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you're right, bro.
But you don't get.
That's who we come.
You don't get a positive look. You don't get. They didn't take slaves from Africa. They took doctors. They took mathematicians. They took architecture. You know,
the builders.
People.
The builders
were literally the center of life. Africa was the center of life. Africans taught Europeans how to bathe. Africans taught Greeks mathematics.
You know your history.
You know the Greeks. You know Pluto, Aristotle. I think that's.
No, you said it.
He would. They would all go to Egypt to learn.
Yeah.
You know, and then Alexander the Great came and burnt that shit up. Yeah, man. That's what I like. I feel like you gotta know history because if you don't know history, it'll repeat itself.
All I know is as a young Haitian American, and I know myself as a king, and I'm honored that like one of the first podcasts I'm gonna be on is something that's called
House Kings.
House Kings.
House Kings Studios. That's what we are.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
And I'm being real. That book.
I'm gonna take this.
That book I gave you, bro.
And I'm gonna read it and I'm gonna learn
that
from
book, bro. Man, that came from that was handed down to me.
Yeah. On that note, guys, we probably gonna get up out of here. You know, don't want to leave you hanging. If you got, say, all your social medias, your website, say it all again. Let me give it all.
It's Dadley Phileas, Dadley.IT the kid. If you go on Facebook, it's Dadley Phileas. If you go on Instagram, it's Dadley_Phileas_MM. And you can also follow me on Induced_Munchies.
That's Induced.
And then the website is InducedMunchies.com. NatifLogistics.com. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem, man. I
Minnesota, I love you.
We out, y'all. House Kings, IZZY-DUZ-IT podcast. Brought to you again by Poddex. HOK 2021. That's the code. We out.